Coming up soon, Bombad fam. You got 1 minute, people. You got 1 minute to get hyped for some Bombad Gaming. I'm going to send my buddy Connor the link. And Connor's going to join me live. We're going to talk about some Super Mario. Now, Connor, I don't know if you have any familiarity with this franchise. I'm sure you do for the most part. But I know we've talked about other games you've played in the past. But in about 40 seconds, I'm going to bring my buddy Connor in. We're going to get started. We're going to play some Super Mario World, one of my favorite games of all time. Absolutely all time. See you in a second. Welcome to another Bombad Gaming. What's going on, y'all? It's me, your boy, Scotty Jayro. Super glad to be here. As always, very excited to play some video games with y'all and talk and hang out. I'm playing this game in particular because, and I'll tell you why, because of the fact that the new Super Mario movie trailer is releasing tomorrow. That's wild. And by the way, y'all, do me a favor. You need to blow up Eric Cotterman right now. It's that man's birthday. It is Daddy Eric Cotterman's birthday. What? Yeah, that's right. Make sure you give him a shout out in the chat. Press F for Eric Cotterman. It's time. My cousin Troy in here. My cousin Chandler in here. This game in particular, we're going to play Super Mario World. Oh, I didn't realize that. This game we play, these games I'm playing tonight in particular are very fond for me, my cousin Chandler, and my cousin Troy right here, because these are the ones that we actually played at my grandfather's house on Sunday nights. We did this tradition for like 3 or 4 years where we'd go there every Sunday night, and we'd have dinner, we'd play these classic Super Nintendo games. At the time, they were fairly old. They were probably about 5. Well, but this game came out in 91, I think. So they were pretty old, actually. But look, we're going to play it. Very excited. Connor, I think, should be coming on soon, I believe. Maybe. He asked for the StreamYard link. And if everyone else wants to join, wants to hang out and talk about the game, by all means, just let me know. Text me. Let me know. Yep, it's Daddy Eric Commons' birthday. That's right. At that said house, picking up Aiden. That's amazing. I love it. Well, let me show you what it looks like for those that have never played this game. Oh my God. Now I'm playing it on the Switch. I did not have enough time to actually get my stuff hooked up, right? I did not have enough time to get everything hooked up to play it on my old system or on my retro system, the remake system that they made in 2018, 19. But oh, look, here he is. It's the legendary Connor. I wonder if Connor's ever played this game. I don't even know. Let's bring him in. Connor, what's going on, Connor?
Hello.
Did you ever play Super Mario World or no?
I've never played this before.
Oh,
I didn't actually grow up on the Mario games.
Okay.
My first game system was the PS2.
Nice. That's a great game system to start off with, though. These are one of those ones that I didn't own this system, but I definitely played it whenever we were around family at my cousin's house. So at my papa's house with my cousins. So it was a great look. William says hello, of course.
Hello, Willem.
The iconic look. There he is, full screen, handsome devil. He's actually going to be hanging out with Katie next week, which I'm very jealous of in a different state.
I really wish you were coming.
I know. I know. Look, let's get into it. This game's music, Connor, is extremely nostalgic for me. I don't know if you know any of these songs. Listen to this. You might know them from TikToks, but like, who is winning? No one's winning. She's at a bar right now with her friends, and she wants to know who's winning. No one's winning.
Are you winning? It's like that meme. Are you winning, son?
It's a classic. It's one of those ones, Connor, that like changed everything when it came out, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know how familiar you are with any of the Mario stuff. Did you ever play any Mario? I know you had PS2, but
what did I play? I know I played one game. I think I played a bit of Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
Okay.
Brawl.
It's got Mario in
friend's house. And I think at college we had like a gamers club. That was one of the games they used to play a lot. Mario Kart.
Yeah.
But other than that, I never played any of the side scrollers like
God,
this.
It was funny because when we were growing up, obviously I'd play with my family, and I never actually owned the system until I was in high school. And I actually got a copy of the system because I used to go to thrift stores, and this is not a joke. I used to go to a local thrift store, Connor, and I would offer to clean out their back stock in order to see what they had, right? And
That's smart.
And I literally one time I found a full Super Nintendo. This is like 2013, you know, like these things were getting expensive at the time. And I went back there, cleaned up. I found a full Super Nintendo. I would occasionally find like full N64 setups, PS1 setups, all that stuff. So I became pretty, I guess, well versed in how this game played, and as a teenager, but also as a child. So there's some things
sick.
When it comes to playing this kind of game, like a lot of it's just muscle memory for the most part. It's weird, you know.
No, I get that. That's me with a few games.
What games?
I mean, I'm trying to think. One game that I could think of is the Return of the King video game.
Oh, I want to cover those. Wait a minute. Would you be willing to come on and talk about that with me? Because I've always...
Dude, are you kidding me?
No.
I love that game as a kid. Like, the combat in that was just...
I played Two Towers, and I remember playing Two Towers for Helm's Deep alone. And the Helm's Deep stuff was incredible.
Dude, the Helm's Deep stuff scars me to this day.
Oh,
because
brutal.
Like, the one mission, I think it was when you're Aragorn, just by yourself.
Yeah.
And you're trying to like...
Oh, yeah.
It's that fucking mission with the... where you gotta like destroy a freaking catapult at the end.
Yep.
It's like, this is impossible.
Oh, yes. God, that's classic. I'd be willing to get that. Is it on PS2, Connor? I'm sure it's on PS2.
Yeah, it's on PS2.
I'd be willing to buy that off eBay literally once we're done with this, and you and I could play it maybe next week. I'm not kidding. If I can get it in that much time. Actually, once I'm done with this level, I'm gonna look it up. We'll look it up, and I might order it while we're sitting here. Hold on. Because awesome. I've been wanting to cover Lord of the Rings games because Rings of Power and everything, and like those EA games back in the day were actually pretty damn good.
Dude,
like,
they were so good.
They weren't bad. The Harry Potter ones weren't very good, but these, like, besides Prisoner of Azkaban, that was a great game. But
I have to go back to that game store.
Oh, I forgot you. Yeah.
It takes a while because of public transit, but like I don't know. I think I accidentally got rid of my copy. I mean, I don't think I got rid of it, but I think my copy of Two Towers just got lost, so I'm gonna have to go back and buy it. Which I don't give a shit about. I'll buy it. Because I only ever played Two Towers and Return of the King. I never played the I tried the Fellowship game because like, okay, funny, weird story. Because of my ADHD at a young age, like I was just like bouncing off the walls. My parents were like, all right, you're going to therapy.
Yeah, of course.
And my therapist realized like one of the quickest ways to really just get me sort of calmed down is I think he had a PS2. And the one game he had was Fellowship of the Ring, or like I think, or whatever it was called. And I'm like, whoa, this is weird, because all I was used to at that point was like the Two Towers.
Yeah.
For the King. I don't really remember much of that game, but God, those are so fun.
There's something really weird. There's a channel I follow on YouTube that specifically plays every different version of like a massively popular game. So like if the Harry Potter game was made by EA, then it was made by a different company, you know, for like the Game Boy Advance version, whatever, right? And so this guy actually goes through, and you're gonna love this series. And I should have told you this earlier, where they go through and he literally plays every different version of the game and points out the different, you know, I guess aspects of each game. It's pretty cool. It's pretty brilliant. It's a great series. It's a really good series, and he's very funny. This like really dry British guy.
Dude, how are you doing this? I would be going. This is. I mean, then again, you said muscle memory.
Pure muscle memory, and like, you know, when you play something so often, like your confidence, like there's like you don't even have confidence anymore. You're just like purely.
It's just natural.
You know it. Yeah, supernatural.
I get you.
Damn it! If you get all the way to the top, you get another like 1-up. But
okay.
So have you watched Rings of Power? And I need to talk to my cousin Troy about Rings of Power, because that is just.
I need to watch it.
Oh, you haven't? Really dude, it's incredible.
I've seen some like dope clips. Like I saw this one clip where it was like Galadriel on like horseback, and she like.
Oh, that's the most recent one.
Like went almost sideways underneath behind the horse and just fucking killing orcs.
She matrixes it. It's pretty incredible. It is awesome. You're gonna love it when you watch it. I would take some time when you can. Like I don't know when the next time you have to get another surgery, Connor. You always seem like you have to go under surgery.
No, I don't. I'm good with all those for now.
Okay,
I'm good with all those.
Reason I say it is because if you do have some time, you know, like just like a lot of downtime, which I know is not often for most people.
Yeah.
How do you do this? Hold on. It's weird on this controller. Let me figure something out. There should be a move where you spin. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. What did I even click? Okay, there we go. Sorry. But yeah, if you have some time, I mean, the episodes are long. They're not Stranger Things long. They're just long in general.
I mean, that's good, because I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, no, Stranger Things. That's the thing. Katie and I had watched it already, the most recent season of Stranger Things. And like, I wanted to watch it with Katie. There's just no chance in hell. It's too long. It's just brutally long.
I know that freaking bullet thing. I've seen that before.
Heck yeah.
Wait, what's its name?
Bullet Bill.
We gotta start calling Bill that.
Bullet Bill, yeah. That's amazing.
No way.
Yeah, it's Bullet Bill. It's a classic. Yeah, a lot of this, Connor, you're gonna be like, how are you doing this? And I didn't think about it from that perspective. For someone that's never played it, you know, it is kind of wild to watch someone else play this game. Jesus.
I wonder if I don't know. No, wait, no, because I keep thinking like, what if my dad played this? But like, I'm pretty sure the only video game my dad ever played was Pong.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Pong is one of those ones. I think if they had like an online Pong, I think I could probably like go somewhere with that, because like you said, like you know I love the Wii tennis. Like this Pong is the same exact way for me, where if I have a very simple objective, I am going to achieve that objective no matter what. So,
Oh wow.
yeah. So like Pong, I'm pretty damn good at.
Oh nice. I've actually never played it before.
Oh,
Whoa,
dude.
that was weird. What the heck?
What?
No, just like there were still some coins.
Yep.
And then like they all just disappeared.
That's right. That's the point. You got to get as many as you can, baby. Yeah.
Oh,
Look,
okay.
this is true. My cousin Troy is saying that the most recent episode of Rings of Power really did push the show into different levels. They did a really cool lore thing that I think you'd really appreciate. That they did in Rings of Power. You're gonna watch. You're gonna go, no way. There's some pretty Star Wars-esque like messing around with lore that's really cool.
I mean, didn't like I know that because I know the Tolkien estate's pretty like tightly wound on what like other
there's a lot of like legality to certain things in his estate, which I understand. I mean, you're in charge of like one of the biggest franchises now, and like Peter Jackson did nothing but help it. The same exact time, it's kind of hard to get permission to do certain things. Like the Silmarillion is what all this is based on, right? And like the Silmarillion is like, obviously like the appendices essentially of the Lord of the Rings series, things that we like couldn't get in the Peter Jackson stuff because it was in a different age,
Yeah.
Whereas all this stuff now is all it's kind of hard to explain. It's some things are, able to be discussed, some things aren't. Look at this. Sister Jayro, my students. I'm Mr. Jayro. Mr., not sister.
Oh god.
What do you quantify Connor? What do you quantify Connor's teenage self?
I don't know if I understand that question.
Preston, elaborate, because I want to know what you mean by that. Because I love knowing about Connor's youth. Connor was a runner. Are you still a runner? You still run?
Somewhat. I'm not as crazy as I used to be. Like, if it was like how it was today, it was like high 50s, some clouds and a little rain. Like that would just be perfect for me. But now I'm just kind of like, I didn't feel like it today.
So wait, did you grow up? Maybe do you want me to tell people where you live? Do you care? I mean, does it bother you? You can
no, I don't care. I mean, I'll just say no. I'm from Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Okay. So did you grow up there your whole life?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, I was I was born. I was born in Philly, but I was raised in like the suburbs of it.
Okay.
And I, as a kid, I think it was like middle school. We did some like track event thingy where I really realized like, oh, I'm kind of fast, but that was in just like sprints. So I was like, maybe I'd try this out. So I, did, ran on the track team, did like 100 meters, 200 meters. I'll never forget the one time we did like a mile time trial. I will never forget the time I hit. It was like 7:22.
Oh, dude,
I'm like,
awesome.
That's slow. And like, truthfully, it was for me at that point. At least I thought. But I was never big into distance running. But then my brother, who like was really good, he held my school's. Oh, this is very reminiscent of
what?
I don't know, like the things coming up and down. It kind of reminds me of something from Star Wars. I know there's some like not like a game, but like I want to say there was. Oh, was that from the 2003 Clone Wars series? The one episode where Mace Windu like clears out everybody and there's that ship that like boom.
Yes. God, that was wild. What an insane show, dude.
I know.
God, what an insane show. It's funny, like I never asked you this either, Connor, but I think we've discussed it before. This is very interesting. But how did you and Jared meet? Because that's the only reason why I know you so well. Was it from the Do Back Discussions thing, or was it?
That was it.
Did y'all ever meet in person ever? Because that shocks me.
We have not.
That's insane. Because what I thought, and get this, my perception of the Nerd Academy podcast is very funny. My perception was that y'all all went to the same college, and then as y'all were graduating, y'all literally, that's what I thought it was. I had no idea. Oh, that was dumb. I just killed the one guy with the thing I needed. Fantastic.
Oh wow.
But that's literally my perception of it. I swear I thought it was that. Isn't that funny?
No, that's really funny. No, I don't blame you for thinking that. I can see why you would think that. But yeah, I just didn't want to run. Getting back to my story, and not really run, but not really not do it. But yeah, pretty much I had no interest in doing it. My parents were like, just try it out. And this is when I was going into high school, and like I tried it for one day, and I'm like, yeah, no, this is actually pretty fun. And then I did it for 4 years in high school, and then cross country, that is. And then I did it for like a year in college before I just kind of lost the fire for it and just retired.
Yeah.
So
it's a hard thing to keep up.
It really is.
So on a competitive level, on like a schedule level, I mean, people that do it are super committed to it. Like, I don't really know that many adult runners. I know people that I went to high school with that still run, but I mean, they don't do it, professionally. But then there's people that do, all kinds of, 4K stuff, or 5K stuff.
Yeah, the 5K road races 5K, and everything. Yeah. And there was like a part of me that's like, maybe someday, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was always fun. Thinking about 2003 Clone Wars.
Here we go.
I actually don't know when I was actually first exposed to it. Like I could I know the first time, not the first time, but I remember one of the first like episodes because weren't they like split up into like 8-minute?
They were super short, and they only aired on Toonami, and I think they aired like in between some shows and stuff. It's very weird.
Oh, okay. Because because my first exposure to it was, and I still have it. I think we have the
DVDs.
Yeah, the volume 1.
Yes,
I don't have the volume 2.
Never had volume 2 either. I had volume 1. Wow, that's hilarious.
And the one I remember, the one like episode I would always watch was the ARC Troopers, where it was like no dialogue,
and it was
oh,
it's so good. God. But that's the clones for you, that's kind of what they were seen as. And then now we've got, with the new show, obviously so much more fleshed out, so much better,
Yep.
God, it's weird. Like I'm loving Andor, but I wouldn't lie. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not more excited for Tales of the Jedi when that drops. Like, that's going to be so freaking cool, man. I can't wait.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited for the concept to see what they do with Tales. Like,
yeah.
What was I gonna? There was something about Star Wars. Something to do with Clone Wars, I think. Though I freaking hate when that type of game mechanic where it's like it moves. It moves and it goes up and down.
I hate it.
All my times playing Skyrim has taught me get the heck out of those things.
No, it's funny. Like I never had the Skyrim kick like most people did. So there were levels like that in Skyrim, or no? I had no idea.
Like not levels, but more like if I walked over a sort of like just a flat floor, sometimes it would just go up, and like at the top would be spikes that would basically like damage your health.
Yeah.
But no, I was the same way. When the game first came out, I was never big into Skyrim, and then like 2 to 3 years after its release, I remember my one sister was playing it downstairs one time, and I'm like, "Oh, this looks pretty interesting. I'll try this out," and then it just consumed my life.
Of course it did. See, I remember. I have a vivid memory.
So much so I wrote papers on it.
No way. Well, it's funny because it's an impactful game. I mean, it truly is to its core, right? Yeah. And like, I remember vividly the night it came out on a Friday, okay? and I was in marching band, and we were, I think, sophomores or juniors.
Oh wow!
And
I didn't know
high
you were
school.
in marching band.
Oh yeah, I played baritone. So
oh wow!
Here I am at this game, and a bunch of my, and I didn't have a modern, you know, I guess you could say that generation, that PS3, that Xbox 360 era console. I just didn't have one, right? And so, that being said, a bunch of my friends were super duper hyped about Skyrim coming out, and they came out that Friday or whatever. So it's pretty funny because they spent that whole weekend playing it, and I was like, well, I have no interest in this. And it's funny now. I almost wish I did because I felt like I missed out on a pretty damn good game for the most part. You know,
it's almost like it was like with the way I heard about it a decent amount growing up. It was like a cultural like cornerstone.
Exactly. It was huge, man. It changed a lot of things. Even adults ended up playing that game, you know, like funny.
Yeah.
I think one of Pete Fletzer's favorite games is that game, which is pretty wild. It's
like funny you mention Pete because like he's an old man, and just like an old man, my dad's an old man, and he's like fascinated just at the mere idea of Skyrim.
Really?
Like, yeah, he's just like, wait, so you're telling me I can just walk down a path, but if I feel like it, I can just turn left and just walk another way? And I'm like,
do whatever you want.
It's do whatever you want. Because like,
that's amazing.
Let's see what the chat says. Okay, so Preston says, what do you quantify Connor's teenage self out of 10? Rate him.
What? I'm talking about the TikTok. I don't even know what that means, Preston. What does that mean, bud?
I don't even know if I could talk about my whole teenage years and for Scotty to give like an accurate.
Yeah, that'd be difficult.
Like, why would we review my teenage years? This isn't content. Like, so
let me show you a cool trick, Connor. You're gonna love this. If you want infinity lives in this game,
you can
watch this. Here we go. So you get that, okay, and then how do you leave? Do you have to beat it? I think there was like a. Here we go. Watch this. So I got the cape now. What I'm gonna do is this. Go back to the ghost. This is pretty awesome. This is one of those things that like I never forget. I didn't know about this. My cousins ever showed me this, but I was playing this in high school. One of my stepdad's friends was like, "You like playing these old retro games?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, of course." He goes, "Check this out," and he literally does this for me. Let me see if I can actually pull it off. Hold on. It's not easy. Ooh, nope. I killed myself. Wait, hold on. I can actually, the problem with this is you can actually go back now. That's the one thing I don't like about playing these games is that there's opportunities for you to actually like reset what you did. Hold on, let me say you do it again. Like at least on the Switch, because you can like make save points. Hold on, press and hold rewind. Spin menu. Oh yeah, see, then I can literally go back before I died. And not ruin it. Yeah, it's kind of like
so cool.
It's kind of like a cheat around it, unfortunately. Damn it, I didn't get it that time. Hold on.
What do you have to do?
You have to pretty much fly. There we go, all the way up here. Okay, let's see. And then you go. God, I forget the next part. Hold on. Is it just this? No, you got to soar. I think. Let's see. Wait. Nope. Hit a boo. Oh, shite. It's something weird. Okay. These are a bunch of 1-ups that'll get you lives. Okay.
Dude, speaking of invincibility,
yeah.
Oh, so I sold a bunch of my old PS2 games at that one store.
Yeah.
And I forgot my copy of Medal of Honor European Assault had cheat codes that I like printed out for myself like way back, because like that game was fucking hard when it got to like near the end.
That game was incredible. I actually have a good story about that game. I love that game because it's one of those games I bonded over with my best friend, like growing up. Let's see. I just got a super chat. Hold on, and I know who it's from. Can I get the star? Nah, I didn't do it. Let's see. Oh, I got one thing. Let's see. Josh, are you planning on doing a spooky Bombad Gaming? Ooh, Josh, it's a great. Thank you so much for the super chat. Josh is a former teacher of mine, so it's kind of funny. You got to stick together. Yeah, Josh kind of got me on a nerd kick, and you know what's really funny? When Louisiana flooded in 2016, I happened to let him borrow a bunch of my stuff, and of course he saved it. It has been 6 years since I've actually reached out to go get it back from him, and I need to get it from you soon, Josh, because I want to play with my old controllers. But yeah, I would love to do a spooky game. We'll have to see. I don't know. I have to do more research on spooky games. All right, watch this. This is how you get unlimited Yoshis and unlimited lives. Watch, pretty cool. So you get that. You get that. Hold on. We're just actually gonna sit here and do this for a second while we hang out, Connor. Makes it a lot easier. But let's see. Like
what was it? Oh wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just forgot I completely printed out the cheat codes for that game, and I opened up my copy because like one of the things they wanted to make sure of was that there's box art and a manual.
Yeah.
Plus the disc, because like, well, duh. And I just opened it up, and I'm like, "What the hell's this sheet of paper?" And I'm like, "Holy shit! Someone's gonna get lucky if they buy this copy.
They're gonna have the cheat code." That's actually really sweet, man. That's some good nostalgia, though. I bet it kind of were they handwritten or were they printed out? Was there like?
Oh, I printed them out.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Was there any Connor handwriting on it at all?
No, I think no. I printed it all out. I can't even remember what I even did.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could just remember. Like
yeah.
But dude, getting invincibility in games was like insane. Like I will never forget. So the I think I might have told this story before, but no, I have. I just can't remember who. So you might have not heard it until now. The invincibility cheat code in Battlefront 2. I will never forget.
Oh, good one. Good cheat code.
I was in 4th grade. And I can't even remember what I had to do. It wasn't anything. It was something like super innocent, but also really stupid.
Yeah.
With one of my classmates. And he's like, if you do this, I will give you the invincibility cheat code. And I'm like, all right, cool. As a 4th grade kid, I'm just like, you know what, whatever. Anything for it. Because I was getting my ass kicked in that game.
Yeah.
And so I can't remember what I did, but like he gave me the cheat code. And I was like, oh shit.
You have it. This is
like
it.
I have the holy grail. And I know it to this day. Like it's
Do you really?
Yeah.
What is it? Do you remember?
It's up, left, down, left, up, left, right.
God, that's so sweet. Wait, that's amazing. So if I were to put my PS2 on right now and I were to play that game, I would get invincibility if I did that code.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that. That's so sincere.
And like what was it? I remember I played it with a friend of mine and I'm like, oh, let's use the invincibility cheat code and beat Galactic Conquest. We beat Galactic Conquest in a time it should have not have been beat.
Oh, of course. Because that's part of the game. And I'm sure you can go back and actually change through classes as well, can't you? You like click triangle and you can change classes and be able to like switch from infantry to something else.
Yeah, I think, with the command post and everything. I know there was other cheat codes were like infinite ammo, but that was like super hard to remember. So I was like, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah. God, that's awesome, though. I love that. See, my Medal of Honor story, and you'll like this. I had it on GameCube, right? My buddy Chase, I think he brought it over to me, and we're playing it, and like we would to like freak each other out. I would like scream when I turned a corner in the game and like shot at him, but also we get to the point where we'd like dare each other to do stuff. Like if I kill you, you have to like run around outside like shirtless, just like stupid stuff like that, and like. It got pretty intense sometimes because the dares also got super intense. Oh, look at this, Josh. Definitely. Yeah, look, you let me know. I know next weekend my fiance is going to be visiting Connor where Connor lives, so I might have some free time then. But no, really, I agree. Ooh, this is good stuff. I agree, Chandler. God, dude, no, that
Galactic Conquest.
That is bomb.
I'm trying to think if there's any memories I have.
Eric and I actually played it over the summer recently. It was pretty nice. I played on the PS2. We just sat there and played it for a whole day.
I remember you guys did a Bombad Gaming stream with Battlefront 2, and there was like this one moment that had you like hollering out loud because of how cool it was, and I could always never find it.
Oh, weird. Maybe it got taken down because it had Disney music. I mean, it had Star Wars music, because that can happen.
It's probably the case. So like if that happens, like if the video gets taken down, like for you as the uploader, like I assume you still have it? Or
I can download it from YouTube. They don't take it away from you personally, unless you were like, I'm sure if you were like pirating something, or like if you were like showing a whole episode of The Mandalorian with no one on screen commentating with no sound, and like that's how you get like truly taken down. But it's funny, Connor, you're gonna love this. And I haven't told the chat this yet, but at this very moment, I'm not kidding, you can no longer buy the Bombadcast logo on TeePublic because Disney filed a DMCA or whatever, DCM, whatever it is, on us, and I'm gonna have to re-upload it maybe without any tags, without any indications that it has Jar Jar on it. So right now, if you go to TeePublic, you cannot buy a Bombadcast logo because it has Jar Jar in the middle. I was shocked. Last night I got that email. I'm like, what are we gonna do? And so I'm gonna look into ways around it. I'm sure there's a couple. Jerry told me a couple of things we could do.
Oh wait, wasn't that thing? Is it related to that thing that Alden said about like don't have any tags or anything?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And look at William said, what? Yeah.
his whole world is just turned upside down.
It's been flipped. No, I agree. It's kind of stupid. So we're gonna look into it. I'm gonna mess around with it a little bit more. Should I get the full 100 lives, Connor, and go back to playing the actual game? You think that'd be a good idea?
Sure. Yeah.
This is pretty fun. Let's try to get 100 lives. I'm at 61. We'll do it we'll go to 70, and we can always come back. But it's so funny. I am like, I would say I'm 1/8 of the way through this game already. This game's one of those ones where like, if you know what you're doing, you can kind of just like breeze through it. It's kind of fun.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The thing I also I just remembered. Because I just thought back on the 2 towers and Return of the King.
Yeah.
Dude, their upgrade systems were insane. Like the stuff you could, like the abilities you could get.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, some of these are like overpowered.
Really?
Like I thought so. I mean, there are some that if you get it and like there are some moves I think especially in Return of the King, there's ones where if you just like parry and press a button like and time it perfectly, you can just straight up just kill a guy in one hit.
I love it.
Or like
what?
It's not even one hit. There's like an animation that triggers that
What was it when your sword went like white? What was that about? I don't even remember that mechanic.
Sword went white.
I remember the sword would go like glow, and you just like ravage and just obliterate orcs when you did that.
Oh, I know it. I can visualize it.
I can see it too. I can see it too.
What was that? Let me Google it. I can't remember.
Actually, let me beat this level, and then I'm gonna go and see if I can find any of those games for an affordable price. And if I can, I will buy them right now. Oh, I forgot I can fly with this one. Oh, this is sick. I love this. I love this game. God, what a classic. Music is so effing good. Oh, I killed myself. Let's see. Let's try that again. That was bad. Actually, let's go back and get a power up. This game is this is so messed up that they put this in the game. Okay, let's do this. Great. Let's get Fire Guy. Excellent. Let's get Yoshi. Even better. Let's get off this rock. What is it, Connor? Did you look it up?
I mean, maybe I should just go on YouTube, but like Google no answer. Maybe because I was too vague when I was going glowing sword, Lord of the Rings, and the first thing is Sting. And I'm like, all right.
That's amazing. Oh no! Fair. I just got rid of everybody. They're gone. You saw that? That was terrible. That was bad.
That was not Bombad.
There you go. Okay, get this. You're gonna love this. So we had at our school fair recently, Connor, right? And you know, I work at a Catholic school, so like certain things don't really get like said out loud often, or like any risque joke like doesn't get said. You know what I mean? And so we were prepping for this. Like every year the kids do like a little performance, right, for the school fair. It's really cute. And they like have certain songs and they hire a DJ and like the stage is set up. It's awesome, right? Well, they had a smoke machine, and you're gonna love this. The smoke machine, the DJ who's like never done this school's fair before, straight up said like when he started the smoke machine, he goes, "We get it, dude. You vape." And like I'm talking like 4th through, you know, like 8th grader, like, you know, they're stunned by it. They're like, did he just make like a vape joke like in front of kids? It was awful. So wait, one girl, one of my 8th graders goes, "That's not Bombad." Oh, I was dying. I was like, that is not Bombad. You should not vape, kiddos. Oh,
I love that.
God, that's not Bombad. I'm like, that's right. That is not Bombad. Hopefully some kids will chime in because I was dying. William, you didn't hear that? Caroline said it. Caroline in 8th grade. So she was one of the ones that said it.
Dude, I still can't get over the fact that like they just hijacked the chat on your
last
Fortnite
time
stream.
That was bad. That was bad. William, or I guess Rick, was in charge of blocking people. Y'all did not hear that? That was insane. Like, we get it, you vape. And I was like, what is this? Like, stop. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, dude, it was funny. My dad went to a Catholic school growing up, and like he had a brother who was like an absolute menace.
Yeah, of course,
like,
always.
I can't remember some of the stories, but like there were some stories that were just like, how did he do that? How did he get away with this?
Exactly.
But no, wait, that's just reminding me of a story that happened to one of my teammates with my older brother when he was still in high school. So like we both went to the same public school because and
I'd imagine Pennsylvania public schools are pretty damn nice.
They're not bad.
Yeah,
at least in my area they weren't bad.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know about the rural schools or anything. But there was this one time my brother and his team were out on just a regular run, and it was in like January or February.
Yeah.
And they went over this frozen lake, and this one guy's like, "Hey Alex, I'm gonna try and spell your last name in the ice."
Oh no.
And he tried to do it. We went through.
He what? No way! No way!
They got him out. I can't remember who it was, but all I remember was I think he was like he was like trying to be or was a National Society student, and like they get him out and they get back to the school, and apparently the coach, who was also a teacher at the time, he still is a teacher, he's just not coaching for my school anymore.
Yeah.
But he was like trying to talk to one of the NHS like supervisor people about like why he should, you know, why he deserves it or whatever. And here he comes like just soaking wet.
Freezing, I bet. Like freezing.
Yeah, freezing.
Hypothermia level freezing. Dude, that's terrifying. It's something that I've never considered because being in Louisiana, man, I mean, we don't get weather like that ever. Like ever. It's very rare when we get freezes, right? The last freeze we had was in 2020. And so like it's so weird to think that it happens as often as it does where you live, and obviously as it should. Man, that's
what happened with that?
With what? With our freezes?
Yeah.
It shuts down every bit of infrastructure because people in Louisiana do not know how to drive at all when it comes to cold weather. And literally, I mean, you can ask any of the people in the chat, any of my students, like when it's a freeze day or a snow day, like they get like 4 days off school. It's insane.
That's insane.
Because it's not safe. It's not safe.
That's true. That reminds me of what hurricane was it? It was in like 2012. I think it was Hurricane Sandy.
Hurricane Sandy, yeah.
We got like what did we get? How much did we get off? I
You
think
probably
we got like
2 weeks.
like 2 weeks or so, because like
Probably.
I think we lost. I remember my the part of my neighborhood lost power.
Yeah.
And my mom's on the freaking phone with the power companies, like clamoring to get them back, because there were times where like one part of our neighborhood had power and we didn't, and my mom was pissed.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, all the time. I get that. That's a struggle, man.
And then like for some reason this I'm sure you have like just random like really insignificant things that just like are a memory in your mind.
Oh, of course.
For some reason, I think it was like a week or two, or like a week after Sandy, I was like outside near my school, and it's like just black. It's just dead. There's no power.
Yeah, it's weird, dude. Very, very like zombie apocalypse level feelings, you know, in the air. Like, like if everything were to stop working, this is what it would be like. Oh, dude, it's weird. I mean, a lot of people have like really bad depressive episodes during hurricanes because, you know, they can't get in touch. Like literally, Hurricane Ida, which is the most recent one that y'all like, we were in Goon Squad through last year, you know? It's the one that came through my hometown in Baton Rouge. And like, I mean, we were out of school for like 10 days. And like, even for like 3 weeks, some kids still didn't have power and stuff. It's just insane.
Oh,
like,
wow.
It's wild, right? And like, it's so funny though. We toughed through it. I mean, like you kind of learn to have to deal with it. But in places like where you live, man, when stuff like that goes down, people don't know what to do because they're not used to that. You know, they're not used to being without power in the area where they all live. You know what I mean? It's very weird. It's very, very different.
I would be screwed without power too, because like now, because like growing up, my parents were, especially my mom, she was a big stickler of me not getting of me and my two sisters not getting iPhones for like a while, and like I'm really thankful for that, because like just I would have been addicted. I would have been because like I think my first phone was like the phones where it's like you had to type out you had to type it 3 times just to get the C.
Oh, the best. I remember those days.
And I think I had that for like is that Bowser or no?
That's one of the Bowser siblings, and that sounds weird, but
okay.
It's not Bowser.
Dude, that's so weird that you can do that in the Switch.
Isn't it kind of messed up?
It's kind of like oh god. There was one Madden game that had a specific feature. It was like you can literally reverse a play.
Oh, that's exactly what this is.
And like
same exact idea.
But like you can't do it as many times as you want. You could only do it like once or twice.
Yeah.
You only had it like to use it twice. And I'll never forget, there was this one time I was playing with friends and my friend hadn't used it yet. And like I can't even remember what I called, but I called some like just offensive play.
Sure.
And like guys running down the sideline. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I have my quarterback chuck it, and he goes in for the touchdown. And that's like pretty much I would take the lead with like late in the game. And then it started fucking reversing. And I'm like, no
way. That's weird, man. For a sports game, that almost seems not fair. You know what I mean? Like that almost seems like wrong to do.
It's not. It's honestly not.
Really? That's fun. I love that.
But it was really fun too, because there were times I used it against my friends, and I was like, ha ha.
Actually, let's look up real quick while we're sitting here. Hold on. I'm gonna go on eBay. Get this up the screen. We're gonna find
read
PlayStation 2 games.
Jim Henson.
Nice.
Wow.
Gotta see you, Jim. I know we've gotten big, Connor.
We got Rick McCallum.
Jim Henson.
Jim Henson. Who else did we have?
We got the Queen at one point.
Did we?
So you can see I've been looking at a lot of guitars recently. Oh, and look at this apron. I don't know where this is from. Yeah, look at this.
Oh my god, that is a Bombadcast. That is.
I know it's expensive. It's from Bandai. Let's see, shipping is $25. Literally, if I just had disposable income, the kind of shit I would buy is so unbelievable. Like this is the stupidest thing in the world. Like I love that. Let's look up Lord of the Rings PS2. They might have the whole collection. Yeah, actually go see if my package came in. Uh-oh, here we go, Connor. Oh, wow. Okay, we've got a bunch of things listed. Oh, 3 Lord of this. Oh, Connor. All of them.
$14.99.
Yeah, hold on.
Plus $11.90 shipping. But like still.
Yeah. Let's see. Apparently, the first one's pretty terrible. All I would want is Two Towers and Return of the King.
Yeah, I've heard.
Oh, these are good deals. Okay. Ooh, they
Oh
have
wait, I do remember hearing about Third Age, but like,
oh, look at
it
this,
was
dude. It's the Blockbuster. Did y'all? Okay, it might be a little bit different for y'all, but I mean, we're not far in age. Did y'all go to Blockbuster and everything growing up too, Connor?
I remember I was I'm just trying to catch up on the group chat.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Let's see. I know there was a Blockbuster probably about 20 minutes from where I grew up.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've been in one, but like I have no like vivid memories.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what's weird though? I'll never forget. There were a few times where like my parents were out of town for something or just something else. And they were like, here's some money for pizza and a movie. And there were times where like this was Netflix before like Netflix.
Yeah.
Like Netflix in its early days.
Yeah.
Like where you had to like go to the red box or whatever and get a movie. I remember like there were a few times just getting movies from there. Which was like weird to think about that I did that.
That was the way to do it too. Isn't that surreal?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss that.
Yeah, there was an aesthetic to obviously renting stuff. Like I remember renting a lot of games from my N64 growing up, but in particular, like Redbox was its own vibe too. I remember that. That was a special experience. Going to Redbox
because there was also like the danger of like, if I don't get it on, if I don't return it in time.
There's a thrill to it. I agree. God, that's funny. Some things that people will never understand. And like when you rent things digitally now, like, you know, it's like it'll be off your account in 48 hours. Make sure you watch as many times as you can, you know, like it's just not the same. Like when I rent things through Prime, I'm like, it's kind of lame, you know?
Dude, it is.
There's a kind of a thrill to like having to go bring something back and like, you know, put it in the machine. Oh god, that's a weird feeling. That's such a weird kids these days. I know I hate saying that phrase, but there was a couple of things that like some sense of urgency that was kind of nice for the most part. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely get what you're saying because I think like with the whole like, oh, you know, you can rent it digitally. It's like it doesn't feel the same. Because I remember my mom was like, oh, here's a movie you can watch that's rented that I rented digitally for like 48 hours. And I'm like, sure, I'll watch it. I never watched it.
No,
I just never had the urge. I just, again, never had the urge to.
Yep.
That just reminded me. I'll never forget this. It was like August 2019. It was like the week of when we were going to go down the shore. Because like that's something we do almost every year.
Okay.
And the one time my mom and my sister I think had to go to get. I think my mom and my one sister had to go pick up my other sister who's currently living in California because she was coming down. She was coming down for it or something. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
They just couldn't be with us, so. My mom was like, oh, yeah, you know, just go to your dad's going to take you to his work. You can just go see a movie or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, John Wick 3. So I get tickets for John Wick 3. And here's the thing. I hadn't seen the John Wick movies before then.
Awesome movies.
So I literally, the day before I go to see it, I go to my library. I go to like my public library to see if they have the first 2 John Wick movies that I could just rent out, and they did.
Dude, I love that.
And watched them both. And then saw the third one, and I will never forget it. There were these like group of like 4 to 5 late 40s, early 50s white women that came in like 30 minutes after the movie started, and they wouldn't shut up.
Can't do that.
I'm just like, this is the time where I really empathize with Trey Mitchell.
Yes. Oh, wait, I love that. That's amazing. Oh, that's amazing.
I'll never forget. Like, I'll just never forget that because my dad was like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'll just drop you off at the theater and come get you after I'm done my work." I'm like, "All right, cool." So,
heck yeah, Dad.
just.
Dude, it's funny. Renting stuff from the library is also an aesthetic. Like, I remember renting, and this is so weird. I remember renting audiobooks back when I listened to them on CD, you know?
Oh, wow.
So I would rent them, and dude, I was one of the ones, I liked biographies more than anything. So, like, you name it, and it's so funny. Like, obviously, people have their political views, but I would listen to anyone's autobiography because it was always read by the author. So Bill Clinton's I listened to Barack Obama's, I listened to George Bush's, I listened to who was another Republican president? I'm trying to think. Maybe John McCain did one. Like, I would listen to any people's like audiobook back in the day because I mean it was just easiest as a CD. I mean, literally it's like put the nest disc in. Like, it's so weird. And like now you can actually get all this stuff, you know, just through like Libby. You ever heard of Libby before? It's like a digital.
That does sound familiar.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever used it, but I've heard of it.
Very useful. I can get some Star Wars books from that site. So I usually try because all it needs is your library card number and that's it. Super useful. Yeah. Oh, darn. All right, hold on. My friend Ben's in the chat. Ben and I went to college together. Got a little greedy. That's all right. You got to get greedy. And again, she just stopped being so greedy. Hit the Koopa. Koopa. Let's see. Can I do it? Oh, dang it.
Oh my God, William.
What do you say? PETA Person of the Year. Okay, William's aunt was PETA Person of the Year, and he doesn't like stop telling me this because they also like help run George Bush's presidential campaign. It's like someone in his family.
Oh,
and I'm
wow.
like, why do you keep telling? Like, he's like PETA's Person of the Year, 2016's PETA's Person of the Year. I'm like, why do you keep telling me this?
That's incredible.
So strange. I love it. You enjoying this, Connor? I'm having a good time talking to you, bud.
Oh no, this is great. Oh,
chill.
Wow. Ooh, water.
Water, that's right. Oh, we haven't done a whole water level yet. You're right. There's a couple levels that are pure water.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Actually, this might be one of them.
That's insane that you can just do that.
Isn't it weird?
Like, I shouldn't be surprised because of like modern gaming consoles and everything. But at the same time, it's like, wait, I can just like rewind my death. Like, the worst. I'd like this in real life. Yeah.
Say something stupid and just go, nah, I'm gonna take that back.
I'm gonna take that back.
Oh, yeah, it's weird. Like, I normally wouldn't take advantage of stuff like that, but sometimes it's worth it. Like, me and my cousin Troy played Donkey Kong Country on our family beach trip last year, and like, that game is so hard. Like, that game is, I mean, if I'm ever gonna cover it, I want to feel confident in it because it's that hard of a game.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, the only way we can beat it is doing the reverse method. Only way, because there's some parts of it that are so brutal.
Oh wow.
This game is not that bad. I've beaten it before.
I think some of the hardest games I ever played.
Yeah, let's hear them.
I'm trying to I can't think. Wait, I really can't think of any actually. Most. I mean. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Actually, no. This is a game I'm probably playing right now. Brothers in Arms. It's a PS2 game. It's a World War II PS2 game, but like it's way different than the like typical World War II PS2 first-person shooters because it's all like squad-based. Like you can command, like you're in command of a squad.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay.
And you can like order them to suppress fire, to assault, and like you're responsible for if they die or not.
Is it like a overhead, you know, what's it called? Like a map-based like war game, you know?
No, it's like first person.
Really? And it's no, that reminds me of that Republic Commandos game for
yeah, it's kind of I think it's kind of like that. I still need to. I keep forgetting that's on like the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
I need to buy it.
Oh, it is. It's cheap too. It's like $7.99. It's not very expensive.
Oh wow.
So do you have you have a PS4, Connor, or do you have a
PS5?
Okay. Why? I was asking why do you like the PS5 so much? Because I'm thinking about
okay.
getting one.
If it was up to me, I would have gotten an Xbox. But my mom's just like,
Oh.
we've been PlayStation forever.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
Like, so like it's kind of like, I don't want to say brand loyalty, but it's like that's the one thing we've always done.
Yeah.
So, but like if it was up to me, like I could like the second I saw the Xbox Series S was like $200 cheaper, and it was Xbox. I was like, yeah, forget this.
It's kind of hard to like because the Xbox Game Pass is pretty sick too, because you can get all like the retro games through having the Game Pass. But at the same exact time, if you have a PlayStation, what's it called? A PlayStation Now?
PlayStation Plus.
PlayStation Plus. I mean, like you can have some pretty good games too that way.
Yeah, but it's not at the same level as
Nah, it's
Xbox.
pretty awesome.
What the hell was that?
Big old boo. You know what's crazy too, Connor? What a weird era that we live in to like you can now like stream a game, rather than actually own it. I don't know, it's just weird to me. Like this game is technically being streamed because it's a service that Nintendo provides. You know what I mean? Like it's not a hard I have a hard copy of this game. Literally, look, I'll show you. I have the hard copy from the 90s right here. I have the actual copy of the game.
Oh, wow.
I could play it off my system, but the thing is, it's so much easier just to have everything hooked up the way I have it hooked up and being able to play it just through my Switch. So it's like a subscription-based thing. I pay $50 a year, and I get like all N64 games. I get all Super Nintendo games. I get the original NES games. I get Sega games. So I think it's worth it for the most part.
Nice.
It's just easier to do. But what a weird idea. I would have never thought growing up that we'd be able to stream games.
I know, right? It's like weird. It's like
so surreal.
I think as a kid, I remember thinking like the fact that you can play like older games on like newer systems still like boggles me to this day.
It's pretty awesome.
How is that possible?
It's pretty awesome. I love it. It makes it like if I wanted to, like when Katie and I do go on road trips, when we have the opportunities to, I'll literally just bring my Switch. Like I won't bring an iPad. I won't bring sometimes I don't even look at my phone for a couple of days because I can play everything,
Yeah.
I can do all my entertainments all just the Switch with playing all these old games. I don't know, something special to it.
There really is.
I couldn't imagine because, dude, growing up, I mean, like if you wanted to play your Game Boy Advance, you have to change the cartridges out. You'd have to do, if you wanted to play this game or that game, you would have to like dedicate time to a game maybe you don't like just because it was the only game you packed with you. It's weird.
Yeah. But now it's like all the games on this one system.
It's there and it's all there and it's easy to get. Did you grow up with any handheld consoles?
No, it was all just non-handheld.
Yeah.
The only one I was thinking of getting before I realized it really wasn't worth it was the PSP.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that like I had one and its battery would just like be depleted. Like I would have to sit next to that charger if I wanted to play it, which is unfortunate. It was a good system, but it wasn't optimized for what it should have been.
Battery life.
Yeah,
I think the only reason I wanted to get it was because of like Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
Oh yeah, dude. Any of those games really, like they had the Battlefront games on there, but they really weren't that good. They were good, I guess you could say, ports of it, but it's impressive how much they could put on the disc. But it made sense why it would like just absolutely destroy your PSP playing it.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Okay, is this?
Dude, I'll never forget when I was playing Battlefront 2 one time, and I was on Camino, and I can never remember by which number command post this spot was.
God, but that area is so iconic to me. I love that map. That map is amazing.
It's a great map, and there's this one spot that is a sniper's paradise.
Yes. Especially if you're the outside team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had to be on the outside. There we go. This is what I needed.
And it was like at the top. It was near a command post, and I literally just will never forget. I just sat there as a clone sniper, just sniping down these battle droids. And then like 2 of them ambushed me, but I ended up killing them.
I love that though. Those are the kind of memories that like kind of give you anxiety, but they're kind of nice, you know?
Oh yeah, they give you anxiety in the moment because you're like, stop fucking moving.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, it's weird, right? Like, it's one of those things, and I actually thought about this the other day, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. But like, have you played Fortnite, Connor, or no?
I have not. No, okay. I just never got into it.
It's weird to think like there's also some games that like these kids are growing up playing, like my students' age, but they'll never be able to play that same version of the game again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because it changes, right? And like, you know, obviously, whenever we were growing up with PlayStation 2 games or, you know, N64 games, whatever, you could always go back and play those games just like you remembered them. And now it's like kids don't have that. It's very weird.
Yeah, I think the only Star Wars games I have, I know the one game that like the PlayStation did some like classic game pack of was like Star Wars Bounty Hunter.
God, I love that game.
They did Bounty Hunter and then like Jedi Starfighter, and like a racing game, and I'm like Revenge of the Sith, Battlefront 2 2005. Like I get Battlefront 2 because like EA and they don't want to because like they knew for a fact if they ported that game, no one would play the whole new game.
Exactly. Isn't that funny? I don't even blame them.
But it's like Revenge of the Sith. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I want to play. Like, give me that dual mode with the modern controller. I will.
And in like modern frame rate, you know. Look at this. Hold on.
Like, I don't even want.
Look at this chat. The chat. Are you playing Chris Pratt Mario? You know what? That's why I'm playing this, by the way, because the new Mario trailer coming out tomorrow. So essentially, yes, Alden. That's why I'm doing this. Redub every installment with the movie cast. It's ridiculous. Oh, also, Bounty Hunter. I don't know if you know this, Ben, but I actually talked to the director of that game, and we talked about what that game meant to me. Remember John Knowles? I was on the Beyond the Blasters network when I used to do that.
Wow.
And I've thought about getting him on Bombad Gaming, just like we're doing right now, playing that game and talking to him about it. So I'm gonna reach out to him. Wouldn't that be that would be freaking awesome? I know that would be awesome. Just like have the creator sit with me, talk through and play the game while I play it. Wouldn't that be sick?
That would be sick. Dude, the one thing I fucking hated about Bounty Hunter was the camera.
Camera's bad. And I didn't realize that until I put it as an adult. And I'm like, this is kind of unbearable. You know?
Oh yeah. Like the gunplay is really fun.
Oh my god.
But, like,
and so
I moved the camera
story's
1
great.
inch, and it just whoop.
Yep. It's not easy.
But like, yeah, the story was solid. I just like the worlds that they did, the characters, even the boss characters. Like I'll never forget. There's this one character, like Longo 2 Guns.
Longo 2 Guns, Connor, I love you. That's amazing. He was like a weird alien. He was
I think he was a Doug.
He was a Doug
or something.
Yeah, he was a Doug.
Dude, there was this one mission. I will never. Maybe I will figure it out. But I think there's a start of like one mission on Malastare where you're in like a factory and you basically like you're just sliding down and you basically like have to like jump
as you slide. Yep.
And it's just like I could never do it. Literally every single time I just died.
Yep.
I was like,
brutal.
This is frustrating.
Oh yeah. Those early 2000 like mechanics, some have aged really well. Some
have aged so poorly.
Yeah, it's like who would design a whole segment of the game around that? And like, I don't know, like for like a game like Fallen Order, and you know this, you're a pro at that game. Like that makes sense for a game like Fallen Order. There's segments where you do end up doing that same exact thing where you slide down, you know?
Yeah.
But it
doesn't feel like it's with that, it doesn't like there's some control with it. You don't. It feels like it's not out of your control. I remember. I will never forget the elation I felt when I got this part. It was I can't remember. Oh wait, was it Coruscant? No. Wait, maybe it was. It was like the first mission. I remember the boss you faced. I'll never forget his name was Montross.
Oh, Montross. That was Montross was the God, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Montross the enemy of the whole game? Wasn't he the other bounty hunter? I think he was the other one before Kamari Vosa.
I think. I mean, there was Miko in the first part.
Yeah,
fucking Miko.
Creepy. I don't think they ever use that alien skin again. That's a weird looking dude.
His voice was great.
Oh, incredible.
But yeah, there was Montross, and then like I can't remember if it was on Coruscant or not, but there was that like portion of that segment of the first level where you had to like get your way to the other side with like through like crates.
Yes.
And like as a kid on the PS2, that frustrated me to no end.
Oh yeah.
I could never get it.
God, it's awesome.
And then like I played it like a few months ago on the PS5, and I'm like, you know what? I'll take a crack at this. And I got it on like the third try or whatever. Yeah. And there was like 3 instances where I like almost died.
God, it's awesome.
I like just where it's like if you just miss a crate, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Oh,
what a classic game, man. I actually might pull that up in a second. Let me see. I need to change some settings on my PS4 anyway, because I want to stream obviously some modern day games. I'm probably never going to get a PS5. I need to save my money for the next, whatever Nintendo's next thing is going to be. And it's going to be like 6 years from now. I just want to make sure I can buy it the day it drops. I've never bought a console day of. Never.
That is fair. Yeah.
So real quick, Connor, I'm going to wrap up right here. Katie needs me to go pick her up. She's out with some friends, but Connor, you got anything you want to plug right now? Let me get
Twitter, Depa Banana. Oh wow, the full screen. Where else? I co-host Nerd Academy podcast with Jared.
That's right.
We talk Star Wars. I also co-host it For the Republic, a love letter to Star Wars animation. We're going through the Clone Wars right now, and we'll probably finish in like 3 years. We're not even done season 1 yet. Where else? I write trivia. I write trivia questions. You can't see me doing that, but I write trivia questions for
I can't wait.
In a Galaxy Trivia with Eli. One of my favorite people ever.
One of the greatest.
One of the greatest. And then I write stories, Star Wars fan fiction.
Yeah.
At sweditor.ig.com/fiction.
Yeah.
No stories published yet. I have a few in the works, but one I can talk about is called The Hidden Kyber. It is set shortly after the events of Fallen Order, and it stars Cere Junda and Cal Kestis.
Oh, okay. I'm excited for this. This is awesome. Connor, it was such a nice surprise having you. I love this.
This was great.
If you want to come back and do it again, you're more than welcome to. Maybe we'll do Bounty Hunter. Maybe we'll do some different coverage. Like my former teacher said, maybe we'll do a scary game. I have to look into my scary games. I don't know what I have.
Man, there's so much you could choose from.
There's a ton. But y'all, Connor, can we get a good stay Bombad from you so we can close out this stream?
Yep. Stay Bombad, everyone.
Oh, wait, real quick. I didn't do this. If you haven't yet, by the way, like, subscribe, and share. Okay. Also, everyone's talking about Bombad Gaming. Look, you see everyone talking about it right there? That's Connor including, right? That's including.
Yeah,
Connor.
I'm the guy with the hands in his pockets.
That's right. That's right. Me. And then, of course, follow us at Bombad Gaming on Facebook, Instagram. You can also follow us, of course, on Twitter. It's a good spot to follow me, as you can tell right here. But as always, y'all, Connor, I'm sorry. You can now say it again with a proper ending. And by the way, thank you for joining, Ben. I loved having you here. It was very exciting to see a couple of our friends. Buck, wonderful people. But Connor, what should the fantastic people do before we leave?
Stay Bombad.
Oh, wow! After that fiesta, I could use a siesta.
You mean a cat nap?
More like a rat nap, muzzle mouth.
Then relax, Chucky. Mexico has lots of warm, sunny beaches where your cares can just drift away.
Way down here, you need a reason to move.
sparking like a live wire. Sleepy señorita with the eyes on fire.
Oh, Mexico, it sounds so sweet with the sun sinking low. The moon so bright like to light up the night, make everything alright.